So welcome to the first Listing Mondays of the year, 2021. We made it. 2021 is going to be an excellent year. I promise you that. So if you have been to Listing Mondays before, you're already familiar with the format. If you haven't, a brief introduction. Listing Mondays is a very short presentation. Usually it's about 20 to 30 minutes. And I cover a few of the tools that we offer that will help you either to get more listings or to work with your listings a little bit better. This can be from prospecting to listing presentations. This can be using one or two or three particular tools for different purposes, but it's all about listings. That's what it is, Listing Mondays. The plan is to have about 2 per month. So the next one is going to be on January 25th. So without further ado, let's move to the subject that I want to cover today. Let's move this screen. There we go. So I want to make sure that you all know about our intranet. Our intranet is a very valuable resource. The intranet, not intranet, just like I have it on the screen right here. The address is www.floridarealtyintranet.com. You don't need to write all this down. I am going to upload this video to YouTube later on to my channel. And also, you can send me a quick email and ask me for the links, and I'll send you all that stuff. The user ID is the same for everyone. Yes, because the intranet is just a repository of different materials. So you really cannot edit anything in there. So the user ID for everyone is Florida Realty, just like I have it on the screen. One word altogether, no spaces. And the password depends on your office. So for example, for my team at Delray Beach, the password is 7525. For the Boca Raton team, the password is 7518. For Coral Springs, is 7512. It's easy. Just ask your broker, hey, what is the office number? Yes, it's 4 digits and it begins with 75. So FloridaRealtyIntranet.com. The user ID is Florida Realty, and the password is your office number. In the case of Delray Beach, 7525. Now I am going to change the share, and I'm going to dive directly into the materials. So stop this share, and I want to show you something pretty cool. So the first thing that I want to show you on the intranet, there we go. That's what I want to share. Share my browser. I'm going to be switching shares constantly. All right, so this is the intranet. Once you log in on the intranet, on the home page, you have a number of materials. And if you scroll down a little bit, I want you to look for the Florida Title and Guarantees excellent seller's guide. So scroll down until you find it. Florida Title and Guarantee Agency, Home Seller's Guide. There you go, the Home Seller's Guide. Now you have 2 versions. One is in Spanish, one is in English. If you hover with your pointer, if you hover on the link, at the bottom, you will have an idea whether this is in English or Spanish, right at the bottom of your browser. And once you open that, I'm going to stop that share, and I'm going to share a different screen. Open that. Share. There we go. So the Home Seller's Guide is a 19-page booklet, and I love it for a number of reasons. It is outstanding. It helps us as professionals to clarify the process of selling a home. But in this particular case, and why I am bringing it up today, is that it is priceless to share with FSBOS, for sale by owners. Why is priceless? Okay, I'm going to show you why. I'm going to scroll down to the part that is relevant to this. First, that it clarifies the process of what selling a home implies. You know, I'm sure you have come through scenarios like this before, that the public, in its infinite innocence, sometimes they labor under the misunderstanding that selling a home is pretty much the same thing as selling a used jacket or an old pickup truck, right? Well, you know, that's not the case. The public doesn't. So that's why they have the brilliant idea to say, you know what, I don't need a realtor. I'm not going to be paying commission. This is easy. I'll just get someone who wants to buy it. We'll both sign on a napkin and we're good to go, right? Well, the FTGA seller's guide begins right on page number 4. It begins to explain common mistakes for sold by owners. And again, they don't need to list with you. You are giving them these materials out of the goodness of your heart because you want to help them, because you're a good neighbor, right? Explains why it's a good idea to hire a real estate professional. And then it begins with the meat. What is it that you need to sell a property? What is it that you need to plan before you sell the property? What do you need to do to get your home ready? And how do you work with lenders? What happens with the appraisal? And what are the key professionals involved? A home inspector, the loan officer, the appraiser, the insurance agent, the closing officer. What is title insurance? How many times you have come across a seller that says, oh, I don't want to, I mean, a buyer that says, no, I don't want to, I don't want to pay for insurances. I'm fine. I'm fine. They don't understand that there's something that they need to do, right? And what are the risks involved? The common title problems, undiscovered wills, survey disputes, missing heirs, illegal deeds, what is escrow, etc., etc., etc. You're beginning to see why this is a very good idea if you want to share with sellers, with FSBOS sellers. It is a very good idea because all of a sudden you are giving them a wealth of valuable information that they can still use if they proceed selling on their own. Yes, so you are a very good neighbor, but also you are illustrating how complex the process is and why they maybe should be looking for the advice of a professional. And this is before you actually mention that if they use a realtor, well, chances are they are going to be making at the very least 10% more net profit than what they would.
I'm not there, right?
If guys, okay, I want to mute some of there. If they sell with a realtor, they're going to make at the very least 10% more net profit than what they would make if they were selling on their own. And that can be up to 40%. This is consistent. Every single year, NAR comes up with the figures. They're just hard numbers, and it shows that identical homes, when you sell with a realtor, you sell faster, you have no problems, and you make more money net profit after you pay the commission, after you pay your closing costs, after you pay the moving truck and everything. You make more money than what you would make if you sell on your own. So this is a fantastic tool to use with FSBOS, and it's on the intranet. The next thing that I want to show you is the listing book. So I'm going to open it on my screen and then I'll share it. So let's say that now you have a listing appointment, but as sellers will do, they call you and they tell you, hey, I would like to meet you in the next 3 minutes. No notice whatsoever, right? Okay, you're ready for that too. You can go to the intranet again and look for the listing book. Listing book is 28 pages, is ready-made. You don't have really to do anything special with the listing book. You can print it, you can send it as an attachment, or there is an online version too that you can just send the link. You can also use that online version to open on your tablet or to open your laptop and use it as a listing presentation, and you scroll through the pages. The listing book covers brand, very important. Remember, we have to leverage the brand. When you say Berkshire Hathaway, the public perceives a trustworthy firm where the standards are extremely high. So it covers the brand, it covers the culture of our company, it covers the marketing, what we are going to do for marketing. I'm not going to go through the whole book, just a quick view. But for example, one of the many things, if I scroll, let me see, it covers UI, the national website that is translated into a whole bunch of different languages. That your listings are going to go to YouTube automatically without you doing anything else. And it covers the print advertising that we do. Wall Street Journal, Rob Report, Vero Beach 32963, Coastal Breeze, Florida Today, Miami Herald, Sun Sentinel, Palm Beach Post, etc., etc., etc. So if you need a quick listing presentation, remember this, yeah? This is the listing book on the intranet. Now, outside of the listing book on the intranet, go next. The next one is the customizable listing presentation. Now, the customizable listing presentation, I know that some of you right now are rolling your eyes and shivering because you know that the customizable listing presentation is a PowerPoint, and PowerPoint is intimidating. Yes, PowerPoint is not like Word. It's not something you can just click and edit easily. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, first, you're wrong. It is just like Word, and it's very easy to edit. I'm going to show you a couple of different options. First, you have two different customizable listing presentations, two different templates, very different. They look amazing, both of them. I'm going to show you both of them. Let's go to, I'm going to open the first one. Here we go. Share screen. There we go. So this is one of the two that you have, and it's 30 pages, but guess what? You can pick the pages that you like and you can add pages to it. And not only that, what you can do, and I strongly recommend that you do this, it's going to take you probably about an hour or two to set up your template, and then you're done. You don't have to work on the template again unless you want to update something. Is work on this template and add your personal information, your picture, add some pages about things that you do. If you do something that is different, or you have an area of expertise, let's say that you're an expert on staging homes. Let's say that you pay for professional pictures for your own listings. Let's say that you do Matterport for your own listings. You can add all this to listing presentation as a template. And once you have that set up as a template, well, all you need to do to have a fully customized listing presentation is to add the name of your sellers and the property address. And how long will it take you to type on a document a name or two or three names and a property address, and maybe upload one picture for the property? Yes, that's going to take you about 30 seconds total. So you could have a fully customized listing presentation that you can email, that you can use live, with all your information, with your areas of expertise highlighted, and the name of your sellers, the property address, and the picture of the property in about 1 minute for every listing presentation that you have. How cool is that? The other one, the other listing presentation, it's a little bit different, but it's just as cool. Let me open it, and now let me share it. There we go. This is the other listing presentation. This one, it's a total of 51 pages. Has a lot of other things in there. A lot of things overlap. They cover the same themes. A lot of things do not overlap. For example, this listing presentation has an old-fashioned calendar of activities that you can use. Some agents love the calendar of activities and you want to present that. Some agents don't like the calendar of activities. It's completely up to you. But like all the listing presentations, you can customize this the same thing, same idea. Yes? So say, for example, that on this particular slide, you want to change the name of it. You just double click and you just type whatever you want to type. See, just like on a Word document. Now, I want to show you something cool. I did not make this. This is from an organization that works with teachers and students, but it is absolutely awesome. It's about 23 minutes, and in 23 minutes, you can become an expert on PowerPoint, and it is meant for first-time users. First-time users. Never used PowerPoint in my life. This is the first time I'm opening on my computer. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I am going to share my screen. It's going to go to YouTube. This is the one. So if you go to YouTube and you just type the beginner's guide to Microsoft PowerPoint, you're going to find this is probably going to be your first result. And it is made by Technology for Teachers and Students. It's only 23 minutes. And trust me, I learned how to use PowerPoint with these guys. It's super easy. They make it super easy. They go step by step, everything you need in order to customize your PowerPoint presentation. Instead of using real estate examples, they're going to use examples that are meant for teachers, but trust me, the system works identical. So don't be intimidated by the fully customizable listing presentation on PowerPoint. Make use of it. Create your own personalized version. Have the template, your personalized version, ready to go. And when you have a listing presentation, you just enter the name of the sellers, the property address, maybe the property picture, anything else that you think is relevant, and you will have a fully customized listing presentation. And you can attach any other documents that you want. You want to attach an RPR report, you want to attach a CMA to it, just go crazy. But you will stand out among the competition, because instead of showing up with a tri-fold flyer that says, oh, I'm called because my company has balloons, you are going to show up with a professional, fully customized listing presentation made only for your sellers. Yeah. And in the end, after you prepare it, that fully customized listing presentation is going to take you about 1 or 2 minutes only. So to review what we covered today, it's going to go back to, yes. Hang on, guys. Switching from one shirt to the other is sort of clumsy. Or I am sort of clumsy. Just I'm blaming the system. So to review what we covered today, let's go to the beginning again. If you go to the intranet, there you go. If you go to the intranet, FloridaRealtyIntranet.com, your user ID and password is Florida. Your user ID is Florida Realty. Your password is your office number. First, I want you to download and get familiar with the FTGA's seller's guide. It is priceless. If I was selling, I would have at least 2 or 3 copies in my car at all times, inside of a nice flyer with your business card clipped to it and maybe a personal letter. And every time you drive somewhere and you see a FSBO, you just leave it at the door or you hand it in person. But I would have at least 2 to 3 copies in my car at all times. Next, the listing book is ready-made. You don't have to do anything at all. Just download it, send the link, or use it live, also on the intranet. Third, the customizable listing presentation, of which you have 2 different versions. All you have to do is to get familiar with PowerPoint and then add your name, cell number, email address, your Prima website if you have one. You should have one if you don't. Once you have the template ready with your personal information, then all you have to do is add the seller's information and the property address and the property picture. And how can you become a pro on PowerPoint? Just go to YouTube, look for the beginner's guide to Microsoft PowerPoint. It is made by Technology for Teachers and Students. And if you just want the direct link, send me a quick email and I will send you the link. That was that. How cool is it? I mean, we spent Only 25 minutes, only 25 minutes. And I am sure that now you have fresh ideas and you feel confident to start working with PowerPoint and customized listing presentations. Do we have any questions? You can unmute yourself just by holding the space bar or clicking on the unmute. And let me see, I have some chat questions. Oh, Jennifer is asking a very good question. If you do not have PowerPoint software, will it translate to Google Slides? Yes, it will. Yes, it will, and it will very well. Also, another tip, if you do not have Microsoft Office, now it's called 365. If you don't have 365, there is another outstanding office suite that is called LibreOffice, all one word, libreoffice.org. It is completely free and is rock solid. So you can use Google Slides completely free for anyone to use. If you want one with all the bells and whistles and whatnot, you also have the LibreOffice alternative. And finally, PowerPoint if you happen to have it. Do we have any other questions? All right, so I will see you all on Monday, January 25th at 1:30 p.m. and we are going to cover some more ideas. Now, don't be shy. If there is something that you would like me to talk about on Listing Mondays, send me an email. Send me an email. If you think it's a subject that I can cover in about 5 to 10 minutes, send me an email. If it's something different that you would like me to cover outside of Listing Mondays, let me know and I will do my best to accommodate. Thank you very much. I will see you in a couple of weeks. Have a great day.